Hi everyone, I'm a producer here at KSDK, producing the 5 p.m. show today. This is what we call a rundown. This program is called ENPS. It's kind of where we build our shows. Everything that goes in the show is put in through this program. That includes the scripts, video, camera shots, graphics, everything. So here we have our rundown. Basically, kind of how we stack our show. Stacking is just kind of a producer term for where we put the stories. The most important stories, most impact, we kind of want to lead with those stories. And then kind of lighter stories may go at the end of the show. So stacking is just kind of a term for the order that we put those stories in. So here you see, this is called our slug, what we name the story in the rundown. So we're starting with this St. Louis Public Schools audit that was just released today. So we're gonna have a live report on that. We also have a really terrible story about kitten abuse that we're following up on for today. All of these stories are subject to change throughout the day, depending on breaking news, if we get other stories that come in. All of these stories may change, just kind of depends throughout the day. We're also talking to the owner of Sweetie Pies, talking about Six Flags, getting a new name, so you'll want to see that. We're also teasing a story that we're going to air tonight in our 6 p.m. news. Steve Savard, he just joined our anchor desk. He's been covering veteran stories in the St. Louis area. His stories have been really incredible. If you haven't watched them, give it a watch. They're all really great. And we have some teases here for our next, what we call block. So basically our A block is the first part of the show that you see. We take a break and then we have the B block, and then we take another break and we have the C block. So it's just kind of like the breaks separate those blocks. So here in our B block, we have the Nepal flooding, crazy video coming out of that area. The Lindsay Clancy trial we're following, the jury is now deliberating that case. That's the mother who's accused of killing her 3 young children. And then we have this story about the FDA approving a pancreatic cancer pill. Here in our C block, have a story about food insecurity that's rising across the country. We also, of course, have our weather. So this is just kind of like our rundown. Again, all of these stories are subject to change depending on what happens throughout the day, but this is kind of how we put the show together.